Hi, my name is Rowan McCollum. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a biochemistry and molecular biology major here at HENDRIX. I'm on the tennis team. A few things that I'm involved in here at HENDRIX. I work with the admissions team as a student ambassador. I'm a Murphy Scholar of Literature and Language, which is a scholar cohort that we have on campus that provides opportunities for students to engage in extracurricular and co-curricular projects pertaining to the study of literature and language. I work with our biochemistry and molecular biology club as the president. We're currently planning a research symposium for students on campus. And then in the broader community outside of HENDRIX, I'm a student researcher at University of Arkansas for medical sciences. And then I work with the Conway Tennis Center as a teaching professional. What does character and community mean to me? I'll tell a story about my time working at the Conway Tennis Center. I work with a variety of players, generally from about middle school to high school age groups. And about a year back, I was working with a group of boys that were all in about 7th to 8th grade. And they were all friends. They all went to the same school and they played orchestra together. And so there was a day where I showed up to teach my clinic. I teach an hour-and-a-half clinic on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And they were all huddled together going over the results of something. So I asked them what they were going over, and they were going over auditions for all district orchestra, and they all lucked out. They'd all made it, and so they had asked me to come to their performance after they had done rehearsals and everything. And so about 2 or 3 weeks later, after they had rehearsed, I went to that performance at Conway High School where they were playing, and got to meet some of their families, got to talk to them after they played. And I think that, to me, just epitomizes community. It was an absolute joy to see them so excited about something and then want to include me in it. And in my 4 years of teaching, it's one of my favorite memories, even though it didn't happen on the court. One of my favorite memories that I've had at HENDRIX happened the summer after my sophomore year. It was the first research position I'd ever taken. It was in the lab of Dr. Andrew Shurko in our biology department here. And I was working with one other student, Kaylee Thurman, as well as Dr. Shurko. And we had spent probably around about 8 weeks or so banging our head against the wall, so to speak, struggling to make progress on this question that we were looking to answer. And we had taken a step back and chatted with some people in the chemistry department. Me and Kaylee had really long conversations. I chatted with Dr. Shurko, and then we finally made a big step forward. And that moment of excitement when the three of us were sitting around a fluorescence microscope, seeing what we had come up with, and then realizing, oh, this is what we're looking for, was one, super exciting, and also really gratifying after struggling for a little while. And then with the tennis team, a lot of my favorite memories, the first things that come to mind are with travel. I'm getting together with the guys on the bus. I'm joking around on the bus, or we'll play Among Us when we're on the bus all together, just in our seats, which is always a good time. And then team meals after long matches when we travel are always good as well. I think one of the biggest pieces of advice I would give to a prospective student that's searching for colleges, whether you're a student or student athlete, is look for a place that will invest in you and look to mentor you and develop you holistically. One of the things that made my decision for coming to HENDRIX was, one, I had an athletics program that I knew was going to give me the opportunity to engage in all of my interests, that wasn't going to bottleneck me into just being a student athlete, and they would allow me to pursue all of my various interests, both on the academic and athletic sides of campus. And then also, when I came to campus, I went to 2 visits at HENDRIX, and the thing that was impressed upon me the most is that the people here are interested in mentoring their students and helping them reach whatever it is they're looking to reach. And when you find a place that does that, I think, that's the biggest green flag to me. This is the place that I want to be, because they not only are excited about helping me develop, but they've put the resources in place to make it happen as well. So during my junior year, during the fall of 2024, I had taken an opportunity that was partly funded by HENDRIX and partly funded by the Murphy Scholars in Literature and Language to travel to Northern Ireland on a semester abroad. And there I had kind of 2 big goals. One, I was studying Northern Irish and Irish regional writing, the history of regional writing in the country, which they have a remarkably rich history of regional writing. And so it was super exciting to actually get to travel there and have those studies funded by the Murphy Foundation. And then while I was there as well, I was placed at Ulster University on their campus for biomedical sciences, where I was able to take some courses that I wouldn't have otherwise had the opportunity to take pertaining to biochemistry here at HENDRIX. And then also I was fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to carry out some research in the lab of Professor James Dooley in their microbiology group at Ulster. And so I worked there for a while. And while I was there, Dr. Julie Gunderson here in the physics department at HENDRIX reached out to me about a research position. She knew that I was interested in carrying out research and kind of building my experience in a variety of different experimental approaches. And so she reached out to me and said, hey, I'm working on a project in collaboration with the University of Iowa and then the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. And I wanted to see if you were interested in the project and if you'd like to work on it. And I had a limited background in physics, so it was a little bit daunting, reading that email and thinking, okay, is this something that I can really do? Am I able to do the biophysics research? But I decided to go for it, and it's turned into one of the most formative research experiences during my undergraduate career, in collaboration with Dr. Gunderson as well as Dr. Robert Oaf at University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. I've been able to go to multiple different conferences at St. Jude, at University of Arkansas. I'll be at the American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology here later in the spring. We're really close to getting a publication in nucleic acids research, which I was absolutely stoked about. It wasn't something that I was expecting during my undergraduate career. And so one, being able to have all of those opportunities, and two, also to learn about science from a new angle. It's been incredible seeing how biophysics and biochemistry attacking a research question from two different approaches can really build a cohesive model of what we're looking for. And it's been an absolute blast getting that opportunity. And it's something that, when I walked in the doors at HENDRIX as a freshman, I had no idea that was even something that I could do. So it's been an absolute blast. I think a point that I really think it's worth emphasizing, and something that's really made my HENDRIX experience into what it is, are the mentors that have been a part of my 4 years here. So this is my last semester, so I'll be graduating soon. And as I look back across my previous 7 semesters, the people that have made the biggest impact on my time here are some of the mentors that I've had. And I think it's important, whether you're considering the place you're going to land or you're already, at the institution that you're going to be at, to find those people that will help you grow and push you to consider things that you wouldn't have otherwise considered, or take opportunities that feel daunting or scary. And I've been super, super fortunate to have people that have pushed me and said, hey, take a look at these opportunities, try this out, see what happens. And that has been incredible. I don't think I would be even half the student I am today if it wasn't for those people. And so wherever you are end up, I think it's important to look for those people that you can learn from and grow from. And HENDRIX has been incredible in doing that and giving those people to me.